for Hawaii. You're watching Take Two.
Welcome back. 8:34. Governor Ige's final State of the State address will be held later this morning, and he's expected to touch on a variety of issues.
Dallas Ontiveros joins us now live from the state capitol with more on what lawmakers want to hear. Good morning, Dallas.
Good morning, Christine and Kelly. Yes, we are less than 2 hours away from the final State of the State address from Governor David Ige. Remember, you can live stream this morning at 10 o'clock on air and online. And here to continue the conversation on what is being covered, we have Scott Glenn. Once again, he is the Chief Energy Officer for the Hawaii State Energy Office. Aloha, good morning.
Aloha, thank you for having me.
Yes, we're happy to have you here to continue this conversation, because if you have been watching Wake Up Today and Take Two, you mentioned in the last hour that some of the plans that's going to be somewhat addressed today is the removal of a coal plant here on Oahu. And I think a lot of our viewers didn't even know there was a coal plant here on Oahu. So tell us when this coal plant was built and why we're removing it this year.
Yes, so there is a coal plant. It's over in the southwest corner by Campbell Industrial Park. And the coal plant, I think, was built around the 90s. And what at the time it was seen as an energy diversification, giving us an alternative to oil for our power. And coal's cheap, so we saw it as a way to have reliable, cheap power. Oil's very expensive. Coal also has a lot of greenhouse gas emissions. It's very bad for the planet, and the whole world is moving away from using coal. And here in Hawaii too, it's a very greenhouse gas intensive source. Plus, our coal comes from Southeast Asia, where we have to basically damage rainforests to pull that coal out and then ship it to Hawaii. So we want to end it, and that's the plan.
And you mentioned greenhouse gases right now, and that really relates to an event that Governor David Ige went to over in Scotland, where net zero emissions was brought up, and that somewhat relates to some of the goals addressed today. Do you want to tell us more about it?
Yes. So, and when Governor Ige went to the climate change conference in Scotland, we went there to carry a couple messages, and one of those was that not only do we need to move to clean renewable energy like we're doing here in Hawaii to build solar, which is as cheap as coal at times, but also because we need the world to not only stop putting greenhouse gases into the air, we need the world to also remove greenhouse gases from the air. And that's because it drives climate change. So the world is committed to what they call net zero, is the standard people are working toward, but we need to go beyond zero. We need to go to negative emissions, which can be very technical, but the key idea, right, is we're pulling greenhouse gases out of the air. And how do we do that? We do that with plants. We do that with growing trees, smarter agriculture, and also sequestration. So that's pulling it out by using different ways to achieve that goal.
Last question here. Leading up to this last State of the State address, Red Hill was a big issue. Tell us where Governor David Ige stands and what we learned from that experience and what the future looks like.
I think the governor and the Department of Health have been very clear that we need to take care of the water situation first. We need to take care of our families being affected by the water. And I think once we get to that situation, it's time to really do an assessment about the role of having Red Hill and storing jet fuel over the aquifer. And I think where we go from there is going to take a lot of dialogue, especially working with the House and the Senate, to come up with the kinds of solutions that we can look at. Red Hill is not just a monument to fossil fuel, but does it have a role in our clean energy future, and what kind of role can that be?
Scott, thank you so much for joining us here on Wake Up Today, Take Two. There's a lot of work that needs to be done, it sounds like, but we're really appreciative that you joining us and giving us some great insight, too.
Thank you very much.
Yes. And the State of the State address, again, happens in less than 2 hours at 10 o'clock this morning. Remember, we're going to bring it to you first on air and online. And more of a recap, whatever we get out of this morning, remember to watch tonight's newscast and online KHON2.com for future updates and developments. Reporting out here at the state capitol, Dallas Ontiveros, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
Dallas, thank you. Time now is 8:38. Some big change.